Hi, I'm Kanchana. I lead OPPI's engagement with the stakeholders out of Bombay. So, OPPI last year brainstormed a little bit about communicating pharma and pharma research to the world. What we did realize that there is a vacuum in terms of people's understanding of pharma and more importantly, the research and the science behind medicines. As you know, the world today, there is a lack of a deep understanding of how medicines work, and as the world of medicine is rapidly changing from synthetic chemistry to biologics or biosimilars or even immuno-oncology, understanding the science behind it was very important. There's another aspect to this, the fact that science is no longer a chosen subject by many students. Even if it is, it's a very basic degree in science, and the choice of research in medicine is far and few in between. The second thing that we realize that there's a lot of data and a lot of evidence-based medicinal value that we bring to patients, which is not easily understood because it is a technical subject. This book was our channel to talk about and a platform to talk about science and to reach to people, not just policymakers, but also patients, patient groups, patient advocates, and most importantly, public and also young students, to bring the importance of science in human life. Well, we thought a lot about what the book should look like. A lot of people said science books are boring, they're black and gray, they don't have any color. So we decided to disrupt the whole thinking. The book is really extremely colorful, and that's one thing that stands out immediately. The second thing is we spent a lot of time on how should the art look like, what should it really communicate, and we then thought that if we can use a really highly sophisticated laser design which cuts paper into really fine piece of art, it would be such a fantastic kind of a channel to communicate science. So it was a very interesting marriage between art and science, and we thought we could use the laser design to do that. Healthcare communication, especially in pharma, has been largely around disease areas, disease awareness, which is very important. But we needed to bring science to the fore, and really talking about science is not easy, and communicating science without the technicality was even harder. We decided to use the book. We told stories of researchers, not just in India, but also globally. We also brought out a few diseases that have been cured, and all through art, all through using laser designs in a form of a book, and we hope that that could actually change the way we communicate with people, because just talking about diseases sometimes can be morbid. But once you talk about science and you talk about the purpose behind the medicine, it has a story. And the story can unfold starting from prevention to management to cure. Who are the researchers? Who are the human faces behind research? I think the story needed to be told differently, and we did try to attempt it through the book. A lot of people asked us that there's one publication. So is another publication that's in the pipeline? Well, we will not do probably a publication, but we will continue to talk about science. I believe that science is important for the millennials. It's important for the youth, especially when they set out to choose a career. So we will use science in institutions, whether it's the pharma colleges, NIPERs. We are looking forward to working with many institutions to make sure that science becomes a part of the campus language. So let's talk science. That's the next campaign that we're looking at. We will continue to promote science, especially in human lives. And we try to focus a little more on medicine because we are in the business of making medicines for patients. But the science behind those medicines, so whether it's new cures, especially for Alzheimer's, for the mental illnesses, depression, anxiety, women's diseases, Many of them are in the anvil, and it will be so important for youngsters, especially in the college campuses, to talk about science as much as they talk about technology, and especially the impact that it has on human life. So let's talk science.